How's it going, everybody? MyCupOfTea here, back in a reaction video, and today we're here to watch a video from Codenamesuper. Yay, yay. Now I apologize, I know I'm watching this very late, but I couldn't watch it at the time it came out because some stuff happened on YouTube. But we're not here to talk about that, we're here to focus on the great news, the positives, which is just a video called When Cooler Pulled Up to Earth and Realized Goku is one of one. And oh man, did Cooler realize that he was not that guy. He was him in the beginning, but later on, nah. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun to watch. Before we started though, RP to Akira Toriyama once again. That man's a legend right there. And this came out of nowhere too. I think it was last month we figured it out, or we found out. Came out of nowhere. March was a difficult month right there. That was a difficult month. But we're in April now. Let's just focus on the future, I guess. I don't know what to say. Let's just start this. Let me stop yapping. Let's go. Let's go. It's been a minute. All right, let's start this.
Nah. I want you to take a good look at this.
Wait.
Like, look at the scenery. They got my boy coming sorry laid out.
Oh, we thought we starting this?
Going by the tail. And the worst part is, before all of this happened, they was real life out camping, making their own food and shit. My boy Krillin was chefing up the food, and look, this man is over here having himself a plate, talking about some damn this shit good. And goes right back to eating. And hold up, bro. That's not even a plate. He's eating out of the whole pot. Making sure no one else could get a portion. He is an elite piece of shit. Meanwhile, we got Hulk's slow cousin just swinging Gohan around. Then using bro like he a paddle ball. And that boy Goku thought he was a superhero. Look at this. Hey, stop right there. Ass
the water
toss the food and going away. And look at this man Goku's face. He is mad as shit right now. And I don't really think it's because of the fact that they threw Gohan away. I'm 99% sure it's because he threw his eats away.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
We've seen Gohan get his ass beat before, and Goku just stood there smiling. But what we haven't seen is some villain tossing away his food. That has never happened.
That's a crime right there.
How much Goku loves to eat. This one struck him a little different. So after like 15 seconds of mean mugging them, he like, who the fuck are y'all? Y'all haven't heard about us? We're cool as armored squadron. Who? Yeah, nah, bro, they really said that with so much pride, but didn't realize they had no motion. They're not like the Ginyu Force. They're more like Vegeta, the motionless prince who buys likes. We caught that shit the other day.
God dang. I forgot the Vegeta slander with this man. Yeah, that was the last video, right, when he fought Zarbon?
Hey, they hit their own pose too, and that shit is a complete ripoff. This man down here think he's Spider-Man. He should just be in the league, and bro over here just like But anyways, Goku hit them with the never heard of you, and he had no time for the shenanigans. Just peep the fighting stance. This shit unreleased. We never seen him do this before. They all run at him one by one like it's a Bruce Lee movie. And peep the movement. He ducks under the first one, lets his ass fly by, and makes him think about how trashy he is on his way out. Next is the bootleg Hulk with the helmet on. You know he wears that shit in the house. Certified dumbass gets used as a parkour obstacle. Goku locks eyes with whatever that thing is supposed to be, and easily flips over his kick. Yeah, and those were just the first pair of hands thrown in this movie. You knew this shit was gonna be a classic, but they got cooked so bad they had to call a timeout. They huddled and talked it over and came up with a new game plan. They like, hey, you see him? He think he nice. He's not like that. We just gotta jump the confidence out of him. They all run at him simultaneously.
Okay, good plan.
And I know you just see him standing there looking at nothing, posing. That's how you know shit isn't gonna work. There's no fear, not a single quake in his boot. And they couldn't hit him. Straight blocks. Whole squad got denied. Call it a bad 3-man. And he's just staring off into the distance, not giving any of them a shred of eye contact. And now they're all a part of one of the hardest flicks of Goku. You know he put it up on his IG.
I gotta read the IG, the post. Son Goku 3 on me, like I'm Curry. I'll put on my glasses here. Bro, this is so tough. Like, nah, they can't stop you, biggest bro. Yamcha, I wish you stole my girl. Oh wow, instead of Vegeta, big bro. That's crazy, Yamcha. That's wild. Vegeta, y'all gotta quit glazing. I can do that easily. He's not even that nice. Shaking my head. And that caption weak as fuck. Vegeta, Yamcha. Zip it when you're done, you. Jesus.
Goku's just like, get off me. Setting them all out the frame.
Yo, that
and then
face.
The cameraman switches angles to Gohan and Krillin. And look at Krillin. Bro, your ass is not knocked out. There's no way you have this type of face when you get put to sleep. Sitting there gritting his teeth. Yeah, alright. He just not trying to fight for real. That shit is fake. But the cameraman cuts back to Goku reverse jumping these people. And they set up a triangle offense like this to 96 Bulls, and Goku came in with the tactics. He heard y'all clowning him, calling him stupid. Especially Frieza on IG.
If you could read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga.
He shows off the IQ though, sends a blast in each direction, making sure everybody stays in place momentarily. But maybe Frieza was right to call him out, because he goes after the one who clearly has the most HP and tried one-shotting him like he did Raccoon. But bro cost 9 elixir, that wasn't happening. He gets him in a grab animation, and the most top beam in existence was getting ready to hit Goku with the crazy sneak. But Goku's spider sense goes off, making him ready for it, and makes him take the 2 brain cells out of his own teammate. And this makes them 0 for 3 in trying to jump him, and 0 for 1 in attempting to sneak him. We'll make that shit 0 for 2 because my boy in the back said I'm gonna get us a point on the board. But y'all are down 50 for a reason. The whole squad is elite garbage. This man had a wide open layup and still managed to break. Goku had his back turned and everything. But the second he fired, beyond that, reaction time is too quick for him. But after catching it, he throws it up to this thing, and I'm just thinking this man got his head blown off. But of course, he has a retractable head.
Of course.
Bro, what even are you? Every second you're on the screen, he's starting to make me a little more mad. I can't lie. They all go down and line up again. And this is where Cooler makes his entrance. And that shit was clean. Cooler steps in and the cameraman just started snapping, getting that clean zoom in effect. He in his prime. And I'm not gonna lie, that boy Goku looked like he's seen a ghost. I don't know who's more shook, him seeing Cooler or Frieza seeing Trunks go Super Saiyan.
Definitely Frieza.
I thought about it for a second.
Yeah, it's definitely Frieza.
That boy was stepping back, talking about some, it's those eyes.
Tight shit.
We all knew he didn't stand a chance. But in this next part, Goku gets his shit sold because Gohan is flying through the air, talking about some, I'm watching this shit like, what do you mean you're coming to help? You're Gohan.
Yeah.
Who are you beating in this lineup?
None of them.
And Cooler's just looking up in the air, staring at him like,
Who the fuck is this?
I'm gonna kill him. Don't do it. I'm gonna kill him. Don't do it. I'm gonna do it.
then attempts to clip his wings. And Goku's been hearing
TFS.
about all the bad father allegations, decided to end it right here. Jumps in front of the beam and protects his son, leaving bro on 1 HP. And he's just like, nah, I can't go out like this. And Goku turns into Pascal Siakam. He hits a,
I don't know who that is.
I said spin move.
into a fadeaway key blast.
Hey!
And his aim was really on target, but unfortunately, that shit was weak as hell. So Cooler just smacks it away, and Goku falls in the water, making them lose track of him. A few minutes later, Goku and Gohan finally come out the water, and it is clear as day that Brody needed a med kit. And this is where Gohan woke up. He remembers he's not Yamcha, decides to be useful, and goes on a journey to get his father some sensu beans. But on his way back, I cannot lie, he gets straight up bullied. They shot down Icarus and Gohan tried to stop him from falling.
Damn, last time we see that
Cooler
dragon
squad
too.
had other plans for him. They kicked the shit out of Gohan, causing him to let go of Icarus, and he takes fall damage.
He's a child.
Gohan is caught off guard, and look at how this man tries to sneak him. You do not need a wind-up like that for a 5-year-old. He really trying to one-shot him. But Gohan weaves, gets hit with the back fist, and this buff Namekian kicks him so hard that he starts wrapping around his leg.
The trauma from Namek is, you thought you escaped the raccoon beatdown? Nah, look at him. Look at his back. Look at his neck. It's bigger in ways it shouldn't been. The trauma, the PTSD from
Having him
Gohan.
create the letter O, he looking like Kevin Gates at that one concert. He lobs him up to Jace's cousin, and Gohan is just getting old. Went from an O to a U, and this man is straight up ecstatic to beat up an 8-year-old. After getting hit down, he gets yanked out the air, and he just stands there palming him. And yeah, you know this is a top tier Dragon Ball movie when there's a Piccolo pull-up. He fires a key blast at him, turns around like, who the fuck just did that? And he just standing there like, it was me. My man's had one of the hardest pull-ups of all time, and it wasn't those one and done shits where he gets one clean hit in and doesn't do shit for the rest of the movie.
We don't talk about
He
that.
was out there moving. It starts off with Piccolo standing with his arms folded, waiting for somebody to try it.
Yeah.
And Piccolo's cousin follows his special graph, fuck around and find out. Tries attacking him, but finds that he only put a hole through the cake. Then Piccolo teleports right above him and elbows him in the head, leaving a whole ass dent in his helmet.
I didn't realize
He
that.
gotta be doing nothing but barking. He gonna take his helmet off and look
Oh
like
my
this.
God.
But his
Not
friend
the-
comes in and gets
forgot his name.
absolutely
Sorry,
no
T.
licks.
Tyler?
All that aggression to get blocked,
Nope.
and blocked again.
Nope.
Yeah, absolutely no get back to see here. He sees his friend get cooked and chases after Gohan. He said, fuck that, I'm going in the easier lobbies. Not gonna lie, this is just showing how sorry the squad is. I haven't seen them beat anybody over 4 feet tall. Straight feasting on Gohan, Krillin, and Kai Cenat. Piccolo just like, nah, stops his fight to fire at bro. And this dumbass living organism goes in front of his blast just to flex that he got a retractable head. My guy, you were literally out the way. And bro pops up talking about some miss me. Bro, he wasn't going for you. He was going for his family member who gets his shit boom.
No.
This leaves his squad in pain, so he uses his
That's probably the weakest way to go out too. Just like a single key blast took you out. Piccolo's cousin, what we doing here?
strongest attack to hold him in place. And somebody got to give that boy Piccolo an Oscar because he was faking it crazy. Sold it so well that he started to talk shit and Piccolo was sitting there plotting. Hits him with the devious grin, palms his face and puts the attack on him, turning him into a crispy treat. And after all that, he turns his attention to Jason's brother. He teleports to him and starts piecing him up. And guess what he does in response? I'll give you a hint. It's what anyone would do against a 7'5" green man. Ran. Brody started flying through the forest.
No.
This man Piccolo is childish as hell. Look at
Was that Goofy?
Brody started flying through the forest. And this man Piccolo is childish as hell. Look at him. He not even trying to catch him. He's just trying to show that he's faster than him. Basically hit bro with the Jackson Storm. Told him it's over and passes him. But he said I'm not gonna get done like McQueen, so he sends a blast his way. And bro over here is really delusional, living in his own world. Because no one believes his attack really one-shotted him, but himself. Look at him diabolically laughing. Feeling like he's won the fight for sure, but he didn't. All that laughing just for Piccolo to come out the woodworks unscathed. Not even a speck of dirt on his clothing. He could return that shit to the store if he wanted to.
That was a
he
clean
goes on the
moonwalk
branch
with
and
the
pulls
cart.
out the pre-alpha keyblade.
Pre-alpha keyblade.
To be a lethal attack. But right now, this shit is trash. Look at this finishing cutscene ass animation. Did all that just to put a hole through his shirt. No blood or anything. Just a tear. And wow, he really showed me. Here I was talking about how he could return the fit. I guess he can't anymore. Good job. He attacks Piccolo again and he catches it. Then gets kicked in the sky where they stand off again. And this is where it happens.
They make them noises just to put fear in their opponent's heart. All that breathing shit. They want you to think they punching so fast. Like Bruce Lee. That ain't nothing. That's a nigga making that noise with his mouth. And if you fall for it, that's you. I'ma eat it.
Sick of all the ads.
Thank you for the ad. This man's Codenamesuper's editing game has been leveling up. It's hilarious, actually. It's hilarious. I'ma eat it. Alright. We're back. Let's get it.
But yeah,
Like
that's the end of Piccolo for today. He's done. He got forcibly clocked out. But now it's time for the main event.
Yeah.
Goku versus Cooler. So
Yeah.
Cooler's just holding a Piccolo like, is this your man's? And Goku's just like, hey now, you better drop him. And that is the worst thing he could have said. Because he lets go of him. And Goku opens his arms to catch him. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, is he gonna miss this catch like he did on Anakin? But nah, it was worse. While he was in mid-air, within catching distance, he boomed.
No!
And
No!
not once, nah, 3 times.
I didn't know it was
My boy
reboots.
Piccolo
So
looking
it's just
crazy,
one.
and the cameraman cuts to Cooler, and he was just like, damn, I didn't even mean to do all that for real. But he
I
had
thought it
to
was just
lock
one
in,
boom.
save face, he's a villain. Puts on the devious grin. And here comes his shitty ass minion. Bro wanted to be involved so bad. Hits him with the right hook and
What are
gets
you doing?
completely ignored. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I'd rather get blown up 3 times than have this type of disrespect. Not even looking his direction. Shit's crazy. He getting treated like Mr. Satan. And the crazy part is, if someone had to choose to be a character in the Z universe, Mr. Satan or you, they're still choosing Mr. Satan.
Oh, yes, of
That's
course.
how you know you're at the bottom of the barrel. You might be beyond trash. But anyways, let's get shit started. He
Get it.
powers up and Cooler's sitting there like, pull up then. And Goku's like,
Pull
I
up
bet,
then.
and charges at him. Got
Do
his
the
eyes
rock.
blinked out. His ass was not ready for all that. He's seeing stars. And he's just like, hey, your order not finished. Gives him a side of punches. And he is just piecing him up.
Yeah.
Look at that anger. This is the shit Itachi was trying to instill in Sasuke. But instead he went to the man that bit his neck. I just know he fell to his knees when he heard about that. But back to the fight. So after all those punches, he kicks him away. And he didn't let bro rest for a second.
Can't do that.
He said, I'm not done. Goes in for seconds. Flies right at him and gets his punch catch. And he's just like,
Whoa, brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
Dip on your chest.
sends him for a swim. And if you know Dragon Ball for real, Goku does not do well underwater.
He does not.
That shit makes his overall drop by 20 points. He's out there swinging going 0 for 4, missing all of his attacks. And back out there, he was damn near connecting on everything. But after going 0 for 4, Cooler gets confident. Even hit a smirk just to move his arm out the way and try hitting him with his tail. Yeah, that move was so garbage that he was just like, hold on, bro. Let me hit you with something
Let me redeem
different.
myself.
Hits Goku with the Ki blast, but he throws it away. And right here is where Goku figured it all out. Got used to being underwater. Goes at him and hits him with the left hook, leaving a dent in bro's head. Then he gut checks him and has his eyes rolled up. He looking crazy. And if I was him, I'd make sure no one could get their hands on this photo. This is legacy
that-
ending. He
that
finishes
is-
the
yeah.
combo off by grabbing his tail, spinning
You gotta transform now. You just gotta instantly transform after that photo.
him around and chucking him out the ocean. And in my head, I'm watching like, damn, Goku's really cooking him, not using Kaioken or Super Saiyan at all. And Cooler over there is in his third form. He should low-key be washing Goku.
Oh, that's his third
Frieza in his
form?
third
Oh, I didn't
form
know
was
that.
giving Goku the work. Made him whip out the old-reliable spirit bomb to try to handle him. And that shit still didn't work. Meanwhile, his
Never
brother
does.
over here is hitting a grand
Never
total of
do.
0 hits, posing no threat. He knew he couldn't go out like that, so he reveals his fourth form. And this is when I really knew Toriyama knew ball.
RIP.
Alongside this clean ass design, he gives him that Optimus Prime emote. And it's exactly how Optimus Prime would do it too. Says a one-liner and puts the mask on. And even though it was cold, I could only fear for what's gonna happen to Goku. He goes at him with his arm out and Goku's just like, hell no. Dips out of there and
I gotta
teleports
dip.
very far away. He thinks he's in the clear for a good second, and then out of nowhere, Cooler comes from his right and puts a knee to his gut, flying across the map and slamming him
Took you
into
to
the
an
wall,
injustice.
making the front of his stomach touch his spine. Yeah, real soon he's gonna start moving like the inflatables at the car dealership. After that, he hits him with the down air, sending him into the water. Then he's just looking
Feel
down
the
like,
hits. About to die.
goes down into the water with him.
Jesus.
Hits him right in the gut. Yeah, these attacks are brutal, and it's hard to watch Goku getting cooked like that, but bruh, you don't know you have a whole nother form that you're
course,
not
you don't
using.
know.
And I'm just sitting there wondering why. You gotta fight back. Goku pulls up behind him and just
Gotta
stands
stunt real
there.
quick.
He got his hair up, pump faking the audience into thinking he's gonna go Super Saiyan, but it's just Kaioken. Disappears out of pure speed, and the prime cameraman is just showing us every angle until it stops, and he just hits Goku out of thin air, cold while doing it. That shit had Goku so discombobulated, he started hitting a fadeaway dab. And just look at Cooler standing there just flexing. Goku flies
You gotta
away,
fall- you gotta
comes
fall
back,
back.
and he's still there just holding it.
I don't give a fuck what nobody think. I'm him.
Goku couldn't get
I'm him.
disrespected like this, so he tries hitting him, and he disappears. And while Goku's hitting the
None's over
garnet,
there.
Cooler comes back and elbows him just so he could get
He
the
hit the
solo
same
flick off.
pose
And
again.
after all that, we call
I gotta see the gram. Cooler. They keep asking if I'm Frieza, but I keep telling them, nah, I'm Cooler. Bro, who are you? Vegeta, stop it. You'll get cooked too, Vegeta. Don't do it. Don't do it to Cooler right now.
Goku fleeing the scene, packed his things up and left. Told him, you got it. But Cooler's just one of those. Pulls up behind him and says, I know I got it. Strikes him to the ground and has him sliding. Yeah, he wasn't gonna let him walk away and be the bigger person. And the shit this man does
Hold on,
next
wait a minute, hold on.
is him sliding. Yeah, he was
He should do a video on this one too. Darkseid versus, I think it was Supergirl and then Superman. I think in the same video or episode, I think. Because Darkseid was cooking, especially against Supergirl. I'm like, hey, yo, relax, Darkseid, chill. that was brutal what he's doing to Supergirl. But if he does a video on that, that'd be great. That'd be hilarious.
wasn't gonna let him walk away and be the bigger person. And the shit this man does next gotta be nightmare fuel. He flies through the water like this Iron Man scene and uses all that momentum to gut check Goku. And that boy Cooler takes user surroundings way too seriously. He hits him with that heavy grab animation, slams him to the wall, drags him up, and slams him back down
Dumbass
into
tree.
the ground. And while I'm watching all this happening, I'm just wondering where Vegeta at. I thought he would have pulled up by now, had one of those entrances, but nah. His ass did not leave the house today, he ducking. Cooler puts Goku further into the ground, creating an unnatural disaster. Splitting the sea like Moses, man's used his body to recreate a
Piccolo.
biblical event. After that, Goku rises out the
Right.
ground,
Right,
looked out
right.
all reliable, and the beam was looking majestic. I thought it would have him running or at least do some
he did
damage.
was
But
disrespectful
no,
here, too.
he just stands there and flies right
Disrespectful.
and he's just like, oh nah, knowing that he's cooked. And Cooler comes out with the devious three-piece, pops out the beam to punch him out the frame. And he got my boy Goku looking like he wanna sub out. Watching this made me hit the Arthur, cause why didn't he go blonde yet? He gets his shit kneed and elbowed into the wall. And as if that shit wasn't enough, he slams his body not once, but twice.
He said,
And
I gotta
it's
do
here
a
that figured out
repeat.
why Goku didn't go Super Saiyan. He just wanted to be theatrical. Look at him falling dramatic as hell.
YouTube
And then he
acting,
starts
you know.
picking up the bird. But hey, pay attention now. This Android 16's favorite part. He starts to get up, starts transforming with the bird in hand. And then he raises his arm up and finishes the revive. And now he's up and about, flying again.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
I still
And
hate
the
you,
bird
Goku,
goes up to
though.
him and he's just like, hey, good luck with that, my boy. And goes on about his day. But this is where we see Goku transform into a Super Saiyan. He gets Cooler with the meanest glare. Look at that shit. But I'm not gonna lie though, I thought I was gonna witness one of the greatest fights. Like we saw Goku cooking Cooler in base form, and then we saw Cooler cooking Goku when he reached his fourth form. So naturally, I thought him going Super Saiyan would just make this shit even. But I literally couldn't be any more wrong. Cooler goes for an attack and Goku's just right behind him, grabbing his arm like he a misbehaving toddler. And this shit is really embarrassing for Cooler, so he's just like,
he was not Frieza.
His ass did absolutely no damage. I started to feel bad for bro. Because anything Cody does is gonna be canceled out by this sorry ass ending. Goku tells him to give it up, and he starts walking. Cody does is gonna be canceled out by this sorry ass ending. Goku tells him to give it up, and he starts walking back in fear. Goku's like, where you going? Goes up to him and drops him out the frame. Right here gotta be one of the most disrespectful things I've seen Goku do. He leaves him and stands there just so Cooler can take a step back and ponder on his actions. He's just like, damn. Do I even gotta be a villain for real? This shit not even fun. I just blow up planets and then what?
I just
go on to the next. Fuck it. I'm ignorant. He uses the blast to make Goku lose track of him, and when he looks up, he sees that he's holding a big ass supernova attack. And this is basically bringing a shovel for your own grave. Because Cooler throws the attack and Goku stands 10 toes, catches that shit, and you could probably guess what happens next. He throws it right back at him, blasts it away, and Cooler's just like, what? Impossible. And gets his ass taken off the map, and he goes into the sun. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you for 413K.
Hey, let's go. They moving. He moving. Yeah. Oh, what the heck is this? All right. Well, oh, this is weird. No, I don't. Yeah, let's just where that play out. I forgot. Like, I remember watching the TFS abridged, and you know I had to cut some stuff out of there, but I didn't know like how crazy the choreography was before Goku went Super Saiyan. I'm like, oh shoot. Okay, they getting active in here. Yeah, no, but once Cooler transformed, everything he did was disrespectful against Goku. Like, he hit the meanest pose twice on him. Over here, going through his Kamehameha. When you see a villain go through a Kamehameha like that, you know that, okay, they got it. They like that. They like that. That means he really OD right now. He doing the most. But yeah, like we all was watching, it was like, yo, you can easily go Super Saiyan and wrap this up, Goku. But you know, you want to do a little YouTube acting, you know, pad out a little bit, make the villain think he's doing something. And then all of a sudden, boom, watch me glow up. I'm like that. I really hope they bring Cooler in the Super series, because that'd be nice. Because if they could bring Broly, I think they could bring Cooler. You know, that'd be pretty cool to see. No pun intended. Maybe have some interaction with his brother Frieza. Give Cooler a new form. I don't know, just maybe something. But I know right now that the manga is on hiatus because of, you know, Toriyama passing away. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, like I said, this is great. Give that a thumbs up right there. I am so sorry again that I was not able to watch this when it came out initially. I really wanted to, but I couldn't do it. But here we are now. Better late than never. I don't know what's next for Codenamesuper. He might have another video coming out. I know he's been doing like collabs with Blank Boy. I think they did like a Avengers thing too. I want to check out later. But yeah, that's all later on in the future. But yeah, no, Codenamesuper is getting hilarious, more funny. He's getting funnier with each video he puts out because of editing. I see it. I see the progression. I see him leveling up his editing skills. I love it. I love it. But we're gonna get out of here. We got some more videos I want to check out. So hope you enjoy my reaction, and thank you for watching. My cup of tea is out of here. Deuces, everybody. Gohan. Like, I'm surprised he hasn't been to therapy yet, cause like, again, he was a kid going through all this stuff. Like, hey, yo, even when he was an adult or a teenager, he wasn't going through this much beatdowns. Like, for some reason, Kid Gohan suffered the most. I'm like, why? Why Kid Gohan gotta go through all this pain? It's crazy out here for Gohan.